Ethos, everything Tyrrellspass has on show. Ethos is a voluntary community group, and our aim is to raise awareness of our rich natural and cultural heritage. We try to promote an understanding and an appreciation of all that we have inherited from our immediate and remote ancestors. Our geological, archaeological, historical and cultural inheritances provide us with ample scope for exploration. And we hope that the next generation will inherit a better environment than the one we have so seriously damaged. We do have real and immediate threats to our local environment, and we ask the question, do farming practices need to move away from traditional beef and dairy and towards more sustainable and less environmentally harmful practices? Clearing hedgerows to create larger grazing fields is very evident in our immediate environment. Farm subsidies need to reflect and accommodate a more sustainable agricultural model. Marginal wetlands can be transformed and re-wetted and contribute to the reduction of harmful greenhouse gases and open opportunities for local farmers to become involved in new farming activities and methods. Evidence of a post-glacial landscape defines our local landscape. It has left us our raised bogs and some of the best textbook examples of eskers, outwash plains and Came and Kettle topography. This landscape can support a unique flora and fauna which, if developed imaginatively, could make our landscape as attractive as the Burren. Local, national and EU support for our local farmers to become the guardians of this inheritance could help to transform current farming practices which contribute hugely to global warming. There is little evidence that existing legislation to protect our hedgerows and landscape is being implemented. Meet Jimmy Feary Sr., who has been cutting turf in the traditional way for decades. Jimmy has a love and understanding of the world of nature and epitomises the deeply entrenched connection that generations had with peatlands. Winter fuel for personal use was the reward for the long hours spent on the bog. Jimmy speaks lovingly of curlew, snipe, grouse and woodcock on our local bogs, but these now are all sadly gone. The harvesting of peat for home heating is still a common choice. Alternative and more environmentally friendly means of home heating are becoming a reality, and chimneyless new homes are now more common. Machine cutting of turf and the harvesting of peat for horticultural purposes has contributed significantly to the deterioration of our raised bog habitat. Little remains of our once extensive raised bog peatlands. Peat harvesting by Bord na Móna did create much needed employment, but the scars on our landscape do need to be healed. Restored raised bogs can become an invaluable resource for local communities. They can become a quiet place in a busy world, a place where highly specialised flora and fauna coexist, a unique habitat which has remained unchanged for thousands of years, a place where carbon can be stored and help to mitigate the effects of climate change. Our grandchildren deserve better. We must hand on a local environment where they can survive, prosper, and live sustainably. Ethos is committed to raising an awareness of the rich biodiversity of our raised bogs among the younger generation. We are committed to facilitating workshops and field studies for our local and wider community. Ethos is committed to inviting expert speakers to help us explore our natural, cultural and historic environment. Here we see Ned Kelly, Keeper of Antiquities from the National Museum, giving us a talk on bog bodies, and Dr. John Feehan exploring with us our esker topography. During lockdown period of spring and summer, Ethos surveyed Cloncrow and its hinterland, specifically targeting moths and butterflies. We successfully identified and photographed over 150 species of moth and 23 species of butterfly. Our Ethos committee at the moment is busy developing a bog and village trail, which we hope will be completed next summer. This will increase the awareness of our local and wider community to the rich biodiversity of our immediate environment and of the village's unique historic, architectural and cultural inheritance. As a community, we are thrilled to witness the groundbreaking work being done by the KRP project on Cloncrow. This work will greatly enhance biodiversity on the bog and hopefully bring back one day the curlew, the snipe, the grouse and the woodcock, so fondly remembered by the older members of our community, especially Jimmy Feary Sr. The whole concept of re-wetting and recreating the conditions where carbon will be stored for generations has to be extremely exciting. So thanks to KRP from Ethos Tyrrellspass, and thank you.